It's good to be home. Although it's going to be 99 Fahrenheit today and a high pollution advisory, so neither one of those things are good. But you know what? I have something specific in mind for breakfast today. Yeah, that's right. Hot dogs and a soda. It's not a great breakfast, but you know, after having to go through all the production number for going to restaurants or going to buffets, just running into the convenience market and grabbing a couple hot dogs and a soda sure feels good. It feels like being home again. And besides, my stomach can't tell time. I also have very set plans for lunch today, too. Well, the excitement's gone, I suppose. I haven't done one of these since Thursday, which I think I uploaded Friday, probably. Friday I came home. You saw that I hit all the important stuff, hot dogs and Mexican food. Since I'd been technically at work since Sunday, because I was traveling, I had some stuff that had to be done in the office Friday morning, but frankly, with the terrible sleep and the hour changes and everything, neither I nor my colleague were really awake, and so we both bailed out at noon, and I have no idea what he did, but I went off and came home, and promptly, about 1 o'clock, right after I ate, I fell asleep and woke up again around 6. So I got a heck of a long sleep out of the whole thing, which I really, really needed. And I still went to bed at my usual time, at least my usual time here, and didn't have any trouble falling asleep. Yesterday, Friday, was the first official day this year where Phoenix hit an official 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is always a milestone we're not looking for in Phoenix, but it comes every year, and it was Friday. They also had a high pollution advisory, and it has been giving me coughs and such since my return. So I'm going to follow up with a couple of thoughts. I talked about the barbecue. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about barbecue, and then I'm just gonna like leave the barbecue alone. So surprisingly to me, because it seems so prosaic, there's quite a few articles in Wikipedia on barbecue, the different styles of barbecue around the United States, and the melting pot of those styles is Kansas City, the crossroads where the beef and the pork and the people from the South and the people from the East and the people from Texas all came together and brought their own barbecue together and formed Kansas City barbecue, which spans more meats. Most places it's pork, but when you get up into Kansas City, it's pork and it's beef and it's other stuff I wouldn't touch anyway. And it's really about barbecue doesn't have to have sauce. We here in Arizona think of barbecue as meaning barbecue sauce, but that's not necessarily true. And so I wanted to just mention, even Jack Stack and Gates Barbecue both have their own Wikipedia entries. I'll put the links in the description if you're interested in reading about it. Anyway, so here's my observation. Typically when we get barbecue here that claims to be Kansas City style, it is sweet. That means it probably has something like molasses in the sauce. It's probably got some tomato and some vinegar and some other things in it, but it tends to be a sweet sauce, probably with tangy flavor to it. Now Jack Stack was not really sweet. It had the tang, but it was kind of mild. It was tasty, but it wasn't quite what I expected, frankly, from Kansas City barbecue. And I don't like sweet. I don't like sweet. I don't like sweet foods. I like sweet drinks. I don't like sweet foods. Typically speaking, I'm not a dessert person. I'm just chocolate. That's different. Chocolate's okay. So I liked that about it. But then when I went to Gates, now that was vinegar. That was a vinegar sauce. It obviously had some tomato-based something in it, but according to Wikipedia, or according to some of the stuff I read somewhere, no molasses in it whatsoever, and I liked that. And there was peppers in it too, and they had multiple kinds, and I tried their hot and spicy as well, and I really liked that. The only thing I don't like about it is I had indigestion on the flight home the whole way, and I'm going to attribute that also to the hot and spicy vinegary barbecue sauce. But I would be willing to try it again. I just probably would have to pop an antacid in advance. So now I'm fascinated by these different kinds of barbecue, and I have nowhere to get them here. So I guess I'm going to have to do some experimenting if I want to find out more. Anyway, that's it. I had a fairly good time in Kansas City. I got some stuff accomplished. I learned some things. It's the benefit to my work, which is the whole point behind it. But also, I got some free time and I got to do things. I hate being cooped up 8 to 5 every day and then sit in your hotel room. And it's nice when they have it arranged a little bit. We have a little bit of slack and free time, and you can kind of unwind a bit when you're in a different city. That's good. And that's about it. Oh, I've spent a lot of the day today learning Swift. Swift is the new replacement programming language, replacing Objective-C, which is a bear. I can kind of program in Objective-C. It's not my strong suit by any stretch of the imagination, but I've been using my lynda.com courses to learn Swift, and that's kind of a nifty language. I have seen a lot of progression in computer languages since I first learned BASIC, COBOL, and Fortran, those many decades ago, and I've seen a steady progression of the paradigm and basically the paradigm of programming. And fascinating concepts have been developed over the years, object-oriented structured programming, and they add a huge amount of complexity to them. And Swift really, we'll see, but it really looks like they thought about the object-oriented languages and really tried to cut through the BS. And it might actually be a language that mere mortals could program. And I'm a fairly accomplished programmer, and Objective-C is a daunting language. So, and I have learned daunting languages. So, I'm going to see what we can do. Maybe I can come up with a fart app for the iWatch. Oh wait, no, I probably can't. All right, well that's it. Tomorrow we'll do the unboxing video of my new Apple Watch, and we will. And if you want to see that, you have to remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for next time, which is tomorrow, probably.